Okay, so this morning's devotional was about confidence, and it triggered some things in me that testimonies, experiences, there's so many different components to it, but I wanted to share this. And as I thought about confidence, of course, we talked about how the enemy comes to attack your confidence and um, rejection and all these different things that ultimately attacks your identity, which affects your purpose and your destiny, your legacy, etc., right? The wiles of the enemy. And the Lord would not have us ignorant. So, so back in the day, um, coming up, I struggled with confidence, and even in my adult life, right? But I thought about what's the root? Where was the seed first planted? Right? Where did this come from? I'm not sure how you guys grew up, but in my childhood, confidence wasn't encouraged, right? It wasn't one of the things that was pushed for you to be. In fact, it was more like if you got caught looking in the mirror, looking at your image too long, you were considered vain or full of yourself. And then if and heaven forbid if that's the case, because then pride, now you're prideful of yourself, and then if pride sets in, then it comes before a fall. And it was always the word of God to cut your knees. Okay, that on top of my personal experience, where I remember as a young girl feeling so cute. Like y'all remember back in the day, I'm gonna age myself, when TLC was popping and everybody wore like the peacock ponytail and the socks and the condoms in your hair, the left eye. Like, we did the whole TLC thing, right? And my cousin was real big on that, so I used to mimic her because I admired her. So when my hair was long enough to go into a ponytail with the peacock fan, I was too done. Like, that was gonna be my style. Like, I'm putting my peacock, and I was cute, and you couldn't tell me nothing. Who gonna tell me no? Nobody gonna tell me nothing, because I know. So I'm saying all this to say, y'all, I knew I was cute. I was confident. So let me tell you, with my ponytail, let me lock this stone in up here. So I was too cute. You couldn't tell me nothing, right? I was confident in my look and my appearance with my ponytail. But there was an adult in my life that didn't want me to feel that way. I don't know. I know now that it was more spiritual than anything, but cut my hair. I cut my ponytail off and was like, sit down with your ugly self. Yo, I mean, I have the words to describe how I felt then. Now I have the words to describe that. At the time, as a child, I was like, too hurt, too through. Like, everything in me was just torn and cut. Like, that cut of my hair felt like it cut everything within me. I no longer felt cute. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to do my hair. Like, it was so many different things that this moment did to me. So right? Yeah, it was an attack on my identity ultimately. You know what I mean? She cut the hair off. So I'm thinking about the root of a thing, right? Where did this low confidence come from? And I think, and this is my journey for thinking back, first of all, I was never encouraged. It was thought of to be vain or conceited or better than haughty to think confident of yourself. Then my hair was cut off when I thought I was just the cutest thing as a little girl. And then on top of being molested and raped by a female when I was young, and then later to be molested and raped by a male after that, my identity and sexuality was all over the place, baby. When I said the enemy attacked, so yeah, it was meant for me not to walk into my true identity, right? The devil did not mean for me to know who I am and whose I am. But so sad I do. I know exactly who I am. And see, that's why I say identity first and everything else follows. Because how can you walk in purpose if you don't know who you are? If you don't know what you carry? If you don't know, you know what I mean? But anyway, that was another component. And then the definition itself of confidence is the realistic belief in yourself and your abilities to navigate challenges and achieve goals. So I just talked about the physical appearance, those aspects of confidence. Not to even mention the fact that we make promises to ourselves and don't keep them, and then we lose confidence in ourselves, right? How many times have you heard or said, oh, I believe God. I know I trust God. I just don't trust me. Oh, I trust the Lord. The Lord is going to move. But me on the other hand, I trust the Lord, but I don't know about me. Greater is he that is within me than he that is in the world. He that dwells in me, right? So it's like we separate the two. Like, and the reason why you would trust God and not trust yourself is because you've seen God keep his word and you fail to keep your word to yourself. And so now you have low confidence in yourself because you don't keep your word to yourself, right? Like, your kingdom identity. Like, I am who I am says that I am, right? I know that, but I couldn't confidently say that years ago. I couldn't say that in confidence that I know that I am who I am says I am, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? Like, fearfully and wonderfully made was just a repetitive quote. Today, it is who I am, you know what I mean? And so Anyway, this whole confidence thing has so many different components and so many different triggers and so many different things, which have me online right now, spilling and sharing with you guys. So yeah, but I just want to encourage you to, for those that will receive this, know who you are and know what you carry. If you don't know, it's time to find out. It's time to get to the root of the thing.